Hey everybody, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Doki Literature Club Plus on the PlayStation 4. I'm here with my buddy Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
What's up?
And it's his first time ever playing Doki. And I know if you guys out there have already played it, you know some of the fun stuff that happens later on. I'm going to request that do not give anything away down in the comments or anything because Kyle is going into this nice and fresh. He wants to have the fun dating sim experience of Doki, and I'm very excited to be here with him. We were trying for at least an hour and a half to try and get this to work with share play on PlayStation, and it did not work. So we both got the game, and we're going to be playing along with each other. So
Hey,
you
if any
know,
of you have answers to why the share play isn't, put that in the comments.
yeah,
But no
yes.
spoilers.
Yeah, it's a pain, and not only that, but then we had issues with my computer doing capture. But it's all right. We're here. We are going to.
The journey is going to be much rewarded with this gameplay.
So
Hopefully.
we both started up the game, and we hit exit DDLC Doki Literature Club, and it brought us back to a computer. This is like a desktop to log in, and we're going to start, and we're gonna just go back in like normal, start a new game, nice and fresh. I'm logging in. Root login. Oh, okay, so it's like a complete computer. Whoa, this is cool. Okay, yes, we're just gonna go to the DDLC, not side stories or anything like that. Yay! We're here, Kyle. I'm so excited. Dude, when you said you wanted to
the
play
way you
this
hyped
game,
this up.
when you said you wanted to play this, you have no idea the excitement that hit my heart because knowing that finding somebody who genuinely doesn't know what happens in this game is amazing because it is so grand in scheme. Like when this first came out, there was a warning, but most people missed it, so they started playing and it was like, whoa, these things can happen. That's crazy. So I'm really excited to see what you think of this story because these four
All right.
girls are awesome.
Well, you've been hyping it up a lot, so I'm really excited to play. So I'm ready to get into it. I'm hitting new game.
Yes, we're gonna hit new game and we're gonna do the voices. Enter your name. Kyle, what do we want our name to be?
I did my mic player name.
What? Wait, what?
So
No.
I just put.
Did you do new game?
Yeah, I did new game. I just put Itachi as the name.
Itachi is going to be our character name today. Because it actually uses it in game. So be ready. Itachi is our name. Hit okay?
Well,
Let's start.
I was under the impression that we were doing this through my screen, so like,
Yeah.
Mistakes happen.
You can be this voice of this person. We are not going to do auto. We just hit, I think, X to go to the next thing.
All right. Hey.
Do you want me to be the narrator?
Absolutely.
All right. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I can't read. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired waiting for her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
What a gentleman. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
No, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Oh, are you being me?
Well, that's the narrator. That's the narrator, is Itachi.
I bet.
You're gonna be some of the girls.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Itachi.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them thinking that we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Itachi, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs.
Wow,
I haven't
way to
been
make me sound like a dick.
I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
I did? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime and whacking off in the corner.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
A NEET?
You
I'm
trust
messy.
me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if that'll make you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. And no more wanking in the corner. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry too much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Wow, what a dick thing to say! The school day is just as ordinary as ever and over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out more clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
The fuck kind of voice is that? Hello?
Sayori!
The
Sayori
fuck?
must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I'm high. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. The drugs really kicked in hard.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in the closet. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, you know. Well, I thought you knew I need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please?
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to be planning this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go, you fucking cupcake.
You fucking cuck. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings the door open. She kicks it.
The new member is here.
I told you, don't call me the new member. I glance around the room. You can be this girl if you'd like.
If you fuck her.
You can give her any voice you want, anything you want. It can be as crazy or as... But just remember, we're going to be using these voices forever.
I swear to fucking God. But... Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, am I doing all the fucking chicks now?
You could be this one, or I could be her.
I'm not doing all the fucking chicks, asshole.
Alright, I'll let you be two of them, I'll do three.
Okay.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Itachi, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the Literature Club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki! Oh, wait. Natsuki.
That's my favorite. The girl with a soured attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. That's you.
Hold up. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Itachi.
The fuck?
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league.
This is
So,
fair.
having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Itachi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them, I'll get them.
The fuck? Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk around the corner of the room. where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute.
I have no idea we're so good at baking, Natsuki.
I feel like we are butchering these fucking
No,
names.
no, Natsuki's right. Oh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and already manages to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki gets quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thanks, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like, Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the whole conversation.
Oh my god.
Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom?
No, don't worry. The teachers gave us permission.
No, you had a good voice. Stick to it. Nope, you already.
I can't keep that for long.
You gotta keep the deep voice. You gotta do it.
Should I just go the Arnold route?
No,
It's so
no,
deep.
no, it's gotta be this exact voice. You had it.
After all,
Yeah.
isn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Doesn't have to be that string, but yes, you got it. I guess.
Sounds like you got a fucking stoma. That rat.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. I pop a boner. So,
That's correct.
what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
God damn, make her sound any more robotic?
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any major clubs here. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not fuck that person. I did not. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best.
You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Titty pics and getting drunk. Monica must really work hard to find all these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Itachi, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looked like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Sounds like she smoked a 10 packs. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about what she's reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. People are evil.
Yes. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
like Stephen King. He constantly rewrites the same fucking book over and over.
Shut up, Natsuki. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror. Fucking guys.
Oh? Why is that?
Not enough fucking, and there's not any pictures. Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left this piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! I give it back! Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes? likes your poems. I'm thinking he was just as cute as you.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
I gotta poop.
Trying to play this shy girl with this deep ass voice is just.
It sounds almost like constipated in a way. It's so good. It's like I had a block of cheese.
Channeling my inner Tina from Bob's Burgers. And the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and even showing the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay.
Awkward.
I have an idea for everyone. Take off your clothes. I want to play a game called Who's in Your Mouth? Huh?
The fuck?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond in the club. Isn't that right, Itachi? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I haven't seen one nipple since I've walked in the room. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm a virgin, and this is an impossible situation. But...
I'm sorry, I thought. Itachi?
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make such a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing poems. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'm gonna jerk off in the corner of this room. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Itachi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Fuck, dude. Is he the fucking Matrix?
Yeah. There's a glitch in the Matrix. Can I really?
The red or the blue pill.
I'm taking the red pill into this bullshit. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food.
Hey, Tachi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Transition! Wow, we're making it. Yeah. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to... What?
In that moment, he knew he fucked up.
In that moment, he knew he needed to go whack off in the corner. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess, come, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. We get to write a poem, Kyle.
Write a poem. Hey, oh my god.
Now the question is, now here's the thing. I don't know if our words are going to be the same and if we're going to be able to pick the same stuff. Because this can, I think, adjust how things change later on. Okay, so on page 1, what words do you have?
Shopping.
Nope. Okay, we're already completely different.
Fuck.
Okay, this is okay. This is fine. Should we go... what do you want to go uplifting, kind of? Or just... What?
I don't know.
Well, now if you remember, each one kind of has their own interests, right? You kind of got an idea of things. So you can use certain words to impress certain people with your poems.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I'm gonna be highly honest with you. I was half distracted with the voices, so like, I remember like half of what they like. I just know. Let's see. Okay, Monica's the very smart, independent one. Yuri's.
Yep.
Kind of shy and into horror.
Yep.
Natsuki's the
weeby one.
She seemed interested in anime, but she also is the one where I know there's like a category for her where she's like she'll bite your head off, but she's really sweet.
Yep.
And then Sayori is just your average, your constant.
Sure. Yep.
So like, I guess this first one you can really just do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. I just go ahead. We're gonna choose just some words. I choose awesome for my first one.
You know, I'm gonna go anime.
Okay.
We brought it up. We brought it up. So I mean,
how about excitement? Marshmallow.
Anime.
Unending. Secretive.
Intellectual.
Beauty. I got a trophy. Doki Doki Poetry Slam.
So did I.
Fantasy. Fluffy.
Journey.
Universe.
Massacre? The fuck?
Anxiety. Comfort.
Oh, okay. So I noticed that depending on what words we pick, the characters bounce on the side.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that it goes to them.
Yes.
But I also noticed that the one missing is Monica.
Yes. Yes.
We'll go embrace.
What number are you at right now?
6.
Oh, you're at 6. I'm at 14.
Captive.
Breathe. Kitty. Cute.
Skirt. Vacation. Starscape.
Sunny. Warm.
Fun.
Intellectual. Oh, suicide. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Doki Doki.
Doki. I'm on 20 of 20, so let me know when you're ready.
Strawberry.
Stool belly.
Desire. I have no idea where the fuck we're going with it. I'm just picking words at this point. Bubbles! Determination. Waterfall. Sheer. Bliss. 20 of 20 is...
So, depending on how things come out, we may have slightly different lines of dialogue when they read our poems, and when they say like, oh, this was good, or oh, this sucked, or oh, this could have been better. Like those might be slightly different because of how we chose, but whatever.
I think for future notes, because I mean, a lot of them I was seeing like your other words on it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like one of us goes through it, writes down our words.
No,
And
'cause
then-
it would be hard to figure out if we were gonna get them. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, we could have a completely different game by the end of this.
No, I don't think so.
We'll go with climax.
Are you at 2020?
Yeah, that was why I finished it.
All right, I'm going to black screen. Here we go. Are you at the classroom?
Monica's talking.
Hi again, Itachi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Itachi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see it. Then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga in the collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Sashi always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Jesus!
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Itachi can become good friends too.
Sayori!
Hmm?
Dot, dot, dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait.
Don't show him the tentacle dildo. He ain't ready for it.
Sayori, no.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. Please stop.
What is it? I wanna know. Is it a puppy? Is it a pizza? Is it a gun?
Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I look at her face. Her eyes slowly look at me. I poke it. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright, well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. It's the Kama Sutra.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
It's Curious George. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picks out a book she thinks that I'd like. Despite me not reading much, it has pictures and drawings. It's Dr. Seuss! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. I don't understand a word of it.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some kind of scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Literally buried. She smashed her face in it. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, that transition from the same screen to the same screen. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could just always read that book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'm a lazy sack of shit. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks of their creative minds.
It doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's the literature thing. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, Freaking the other things to speak.
After they come, you take them out to dinner and then show them a good time.
My voice is gonna be fucking dead.
What's this? Sayori is taking this so seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Well, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Duh.
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. And titties. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like if to see the world through her eyes. I literally want to pull her eyes out and put them in my eye sockets. Oh my god, she's closed! Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Holy shit.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all, you fucker. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
Yeah, but that's beside the point. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Shut the fuck up, not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's none of your fucking business. It's a secret.
I knew it. You're masturbating before you leave for school.
Don't say that shit out loud. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this.
Stop fucking touching me, little shit. My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't even straight either, and it smells like the ocean around here. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar, right there. Is that toothpaste? I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but it's really in there.
But nobody would have ever noticed that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Alright, listen here, you little shit fucking meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Sayori, seriously, I said that backwards. I'm dyslexic. Why do you even think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Oi! That's super mean!
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh!
Why the fuck are you touching me? This is so funny.
This is like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. What is?
Wow. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though.
What a
I'm
jerk.
happy with life is.
Itachi's such an asshole. Aren't you? I guess. Sorry.
Hey, be careful! The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? It's not like your tits are big. I struggle to finally close the button near her chest. Doesn't this thing even fit you properly?
Small tits over here. It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Oh my god, I don't remember this line of dialogue. Don't say that out loud. No one knows about boobs. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
Whee! So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because I want your dick. If I had a boyfriend, then you wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, even my parents. They fucking left. So keep it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things. We're in an empty classroom.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Oh, if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Manacles. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems that we wrote now? Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? I'm angry.
Yay! Itachi, can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find I couldn't find much inspiration since I never really had done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I push away all the dildos I have hidden. Who should I show my poem to first?
Oh boy, who we going with first?
Ding, ding, ding. I love this music. Ding.
Who we going with first?
Should we start with Sayori? Go down the line?
Yeah.
Alright. One,
Now,
two.
it's gonna be really weird because like if each of our poems that we write are like changing like how certain girls act towards us.
I don't know if it will. We'll find out with Sayori if it changes.
Alright.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Itachi!
Wait. Is that the same as you?
Wait, what?
Mine says this is so good, Itachi.
Yeah, she already read it. So, like, we've already handed it to her. She's read it, and she's saying, this is good. I'm
asking, is the same text popping up for you?
Yes, it is. Yep. Continue.
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. You're fucking stupid. Just because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, I see your bullshit. It's not just a poem. It's a Itachi poem. And that makes it feel extra special.
I love Sayori.
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. It crumples. Oh no, I wanted to put that into a frame. You're so weird, Sayori.
Says the idiot with the poem. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in this classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, Itachi, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Selfish bastard, trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. 4 beautiful women. God almighty. 8 beautiful tits. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Now, did you want to read it in her voice?
God, no.
Yup.
Oh
It's
my
her.
God,
It's
no.
her poem. It's her poem.
But you're reading it.
No, it's her thoughts. You have to read it. It's your character.
Ah, fucker.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Dude, it's amazing. Oh my god. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do a little bit. I was a little preoccupied. Staring through the window.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Fucking asshole.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's are the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hey! Off to a good start, Kai.
Natsuki.
We're also an hour in
Jesus
to
Christ.
our playthrough. So if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to stop the recording here and we'll continue on for another episode if you want. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, anybody who's still watching, we are going to end this episode here. Please like, comment, subscribe, and do everything you need to. We're going to pump this video, and please look forward to part number 2 in the near future when we continue on right from where we leave off right now. In fact, we're just going to continue on right this second. So see you in the next episode. Peace!
Bye.